And during his address to the nation, President Trump again told Americans the war in Iran is nearly over, but he gave no end date for the fighting nor any specifics on an ending strategy.
Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do. They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. We are on the cusp of ending Iran's sinister threat to America and the world.
Now, after the president's speech, fuel prices increased and stock futures ticked down. Crude oil spiked more than 5%, and the national average for a gallon of regular gasoline jumped 2 cents. Markets are looking for any indication of the war coming to a close. CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang joins us now for more on the president's speech. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning, Arrow. Good morning to everybody. As President Trump deals with sagging job approval numbers and soaring gas prices, he tried to assure Americans that the war won't last much longer, but that's something he's been doing since the war started. Trump did not offer any new details about a time frame, a plan for winding down, or what victory would look like.
I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly.
President Trump delivered a full defense of the Iran war and promised Americans the end to the military operation is in sight, claiming the objectives are, quote, nearing completion.
We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten.
The president made no mention of sending U.S. troops into Iran, though he vowed to continue the U.S. bombing campaign, even as he says negotiations are ongoing.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
And he again threatened to strike Iran's energy infrastructure if the country is not willing to make a deal.
We have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously.
Trump also acknowledged many Americans are concerned about the recent rise in gas prices here at home. They have risen by 36% since the war started.
This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict.
Before the speech, Trump told Reuters he planned to express, quote, disgust with NATO for what he sees as a lack of support, and that he was absolutely considering withdrawing from the alliance. But in the end, he did not talk about NATO in his address. The president did call on member nations to help secure the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran continues to threaten with drones.
When this conflict is over, the strait will open up naturally.
President Trump also said the U.S. has plenty of oil and suggested allies buy from the U.S. instead of countries in the Middle East. The United Kingdom is hosting a virtual summit with 35 countries today to talk about reopening the Strait of Hormuz. But the prime minister has made clear they do not want to get tangled up in the conflict. Errol.
All right, Weijia Jiang at the White House. Thank you, Weijia.